I'm sure you've at least heard that people are experimenting with THC products now. Like, have you heard that people are eating gummies, Tony? Have you heard about this?
I've heard about that. Yes.
Well, there's a new drug out there, maybe a mystery drug, and I thought it would be prudent if you gave everyone a little bit of a warning as we get ready to have a big 2025 of all the dangers that are out there. So if you don't mind, I'd love to have a testimonial appear on the screen, and you could just read that testimonial about this drug that you need to be on the lookout for in 2025. Here you go, Tony.
It's cocksucker drug. Man, I heard about this, right? Okay. I can't remember what drug it was, but in college it was.
Keep going. You can't peter out already.
No, as professional announcers do, you read the first line, but you're reading the second line as you read the first line, and the second line is you're reading in your mind. And as I'm reading the first line, my mind is going to the second line until it stopped at the word dick. And then immediately my second mind said, stop. Okay. Okay. That's terrible. And only on live WHW Monday night. What happened when?
Can you read the last two sentences?
Well, Dave, would you put that back up? Oh, no, as a matter of fact, Dave, would you read the last two sentences for me? Let's bring in our fellow resident.
Dave, you can just bring in audio for you so you can read it, because I know you need the towel. But the last two sentences is really what I'm looking for.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't want to be a cocksucker. But when I was on this drug, I didn't want to be anything other than a cocksucker. Okay. I hate that I live with the knowledge of what it feels like to have a cock inside my mouth.
So be on the lookout, boys and girls. This drug is out there. I don't know what the street nickname is, but I guess it's being nicknamed the cocksucker drug. Mm. Do you think you've known somebody who maybe had been dosed with the cocksucker drug?
Never in my life. Never in my life. Is there some of that I can put in Lois's whiskey?
What's where I was getting to? I was like, Tony, if you're thinking what I'm thinking, it could be a Christmas miracle if we could get our hands on this in the Mariota area. This fucking could be the best Christmas. It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle. Da, 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 da.
Are they a new sponsor of ours, Conrad? No. Can I look that up? Can I use promo code WHW?
And then us watching A Wonderful Life late at night would come true.
Every time Lois pops a wiener in his mouth, an angel gets his wings. My God, what's wrong with us?
What's wrong with you? You're the one that starts all this. You're the one that put up that thing about that drug. You're the one.
I don't even know how to put things on the fucking screen here.
You're the one. It's your fault.
Rajiv says, coming this Christmas. Oh, that's so funny.
That's good.
Man, these guys are having a hell of a match here for real.
Well, yeah. You know,
I love the Nasty Boys, though.
You know, I told you that Heenan was afraid of them, right?
Yeah.
Because he thought that they were just so out of control that they would either hurt somebody or, especially when we were at ringside, that they would end up hurting us. And of course, we all remember the Brian Pillman scenario, which it just showed you how afraid that Heenan was at ringside for something happening. So, yeah, be that as it may, I always thought the Nasty Boys always gave you a pretty good effort. Now they didn't do much but brawl, right? I mean,
right.
Forearm, clothesline. We used to do this thing where in the back when we would voice over matches for like Worldwide or something, we would count the number of forearms, and we would all, have a pool about, or count the number of clotheslines, about how many clotheslines there would be. So I don't know how many there has been in this match so far, but if you'd like to, we can all together count and see how many clotheslines do you think remain in this match? Right now we were at 1, 16, 20, 21, 22. There's a fucked up.
We'll start counting them.
We'll start counting them, and we'll see if in effect, because that's what the Nasty Boys did a lot of. Clotheslines. There's one. I guess that's one. There's an elbow shot.
Yeah, we'll count it. We can round up here.
Okay. Yeah, we round up. Okay.
Adam says the Nasty Boys always look like they walked off the set of Escape from New York. I like that. It feels like they're bad guys. They're just like hoodlums in a RoboCop.
Yeah. Right.
They're like the enforcers for the big boss.
Right. And they're clubbering right now.
They're clubbering, Tony.
Absolutely, they are.
Hey, speaking of clubbering, I don't know what you thought about it over the weekend, but I know that you're a big fan of Karen Jarrett.
I sure am.
I'm a big fan of Karen Jarrett as well, and I know what a big fan she was of Sherry Martel.
Right.
And I saw over the weekend QT Marshall and his lovely wife recreated NWO Randy Savage and Miss Elizabeth.
Right.
To take on the Black Machismo Jay Lethal.
Right.
And in his corner, Scary Karen. How great was that? She did her makeup old school.
Yeah.
I just love the homage that she did for Sensational Sherry. We don't celebrate Sherry enough. And I was glad that Karen got the spot and thought she did a great job.
Yeah, listen, I have a lot of time for Karen, and of course her husband, and of course Cody and her son, and I just a lovely person, and just has just a treat to be able to deal with. And of course she's like me, where she loves animals and loves dogs, loves cats, and she and I have collectively tried to get more animals in her house, to the dismay of her husband, who has threatened legitimately, seriously, if I keep it up, he is going to kick my ass.
I believe it too. He does not want any more animals.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he does not, because he showed up one day and they had a new cat named Buzz, and he was really pissed off. And of course I thought it was funny, and I just, as you do, kind of rubbed it in, where I say, "How's Buzz doing?" every time I'd see him. But anyway, Karen Jarrett, just I'm so glad I got to meet her, and hey, you know what? I'm how lucky are we in AEW to have Jeff Jarrett with us?
No doubt.
For many reasons, not only because of a great performer and a great promo, old school promo, I might add, knowing how to do it, but because he knows so much about the business. He's done so many things.
Yeah.
We're just very, very fortunate to have Jeff Jarrett with us.